exactly do you want from a player who comes out from the bench, only plays, let's make this clear, people, only plays for I think about 16 or 17 minutes. In those minutes, he scores a hat trick in 13 minutes. What else more do you want? What else more do you want? I know his performance has been so low, but I think you have to put some respect on his name, man. You have to put some respect on his name. Let's get into the video. Click the like button, subscribe to the connect. So hello guys, and welcome back to another video. This is the Football Connect. I'm your host Sam, and we are back again with another one. We just witnessed history being made. A player off the bench comes in, scores a hat-trick, and that is it. Son was really frustrated. If you could watch the game watching the game from the bench, frustrated that it was dropped in, frustrated that his season had not started so properly, but he got the chance to at least pay back. We will talk about that one because we don't have time, people. We will not really cover everything that happened, that he maybe should have even scored more if he had managed to get the shot on target. So there is a lot to talk about. So what happened in this game was this: Leicester City came out like a house on fire. They had a plan. I don't want to lie to you. I felt like in the first half they had a plan. They outplayed Tottenham in the first half. It looked like they were gonna get something into the game, but the problem that they had was defending set pieces. And if you by any chance know Tottenham Spurs, you know that they've got so many players who are good in finishing the set pieces. Just giving you some example, the goal that Harry Kane scored, which was the first goal that was scored for Tottenham, that set piece, that goal at that angle, that should not be going in. It is totally criminal. A goalkeeper can push that very far away from it, but nope, he didn't. And it was a repetition of what we saw against Brentford, against Brighton, because that's the exact place and the exact angle where that goal was scored. So we'll talk about that as we get into the game. So first of all, Antonio Conte's decision dropping Son. Of course, if you had seen his past performance, no, we don't even want to talk about the last game in the Champions League. He deserved to be dropped. He did not look like he was enjoying the game. No, not saying enjoying the game as such. He did not look like he was even gelling with the team, moving the ball okay. There was Richarlison on the bench, a kid who looked like he was ready for action every single time he was coming. He was either scoring a goal or maybe assisting a goal or causing trouble for the defense. So to even think about dropping him over Son, who's not looking like he's in the game for the past 6 or 7 games that were even played in the Premier League or in the Champions League, and so forth and so on. It was purely or totally criminal. So what was decided when I was, okay, let's drop Son and put Richarlison. Kulusevski has been doing so well. Kane has been scoring goals. At least we have something to play for. Well, Leicester City they were confident. They were moving the ball like, I felt like I was watching Manchester City. Brendan Rodgers football can also be exciting, people. The passes, the movement, going forward, the way they were all creating those spaces, playing with Tottenham Spurs, the way they were creating the spaces all over the pitch, going forward and causing problem, causing havoc. It looked like Leicester City were showing like they were back. And to even make things interesting, they started so well to a point that they made Tottenham Hotspur's defense commit and cause a penalty in the beginning of the match. And now you are thinking, well, they've got an opportunity to get into the game. The first penalty was taken, saved, but it was shown that Hugo Lloris had moved from the line. They take a second one, then Yuri Telemann scores the game, and everyone are excited. And that is in the first 5 minutes of the game. And everyone is saying that if they hold on to this maybe for longer, they can do better, because we didn't want them to repeat the history of the Brighton game, where after the penalty, after scoring a goal, Brighton went in and scored a goal, and that lead disappeared with their confidence going as well. And guess what? The attack from the center position, it went until it led to a goal from a corner kick. Kane scores. I'm like, what is wrong with the defense that they cannot at least try to focus after the goal? Somebody said this to me, and I didn't believe it. He said that there are only two teams in the Premier League since the beginning of the season that every single time after they could score a goal, they quickly concede a goal exactly after. And they are Aston Villa and Leicester City. And Leicester City, when you look at where they are in the position wise at this moment, they don't look like a team that is even interested in playing football. So you now wonder what is wrong with this team. Do they even want to get something into these games? Do they look like they want to achieve something into the game? It becomes confusing. But look at how they performed. Look at how the game was moving. Look at how they allowed Tottenham to come back. Look at how they are so terribly poor in defending set pieces. Because in the first half, they deserve to be the team that had left the 45 minutes being ahead. They had all the chances. They were moving the ball properly. They were just doing so many chances rather than to score goals, and that is exactly what costed Leicester. Well, second half, Antonio Conte went to sit down with the boys, talked to them, and told them that they deserve to perform better. They deserve to be giving something more than what they were showing. They came in, played so well, and Bentancur scored a goal. And now I'm saying that this is totally over. Leicester City really struggled to at least get into the game until maybe it was 75 minutes when Son was brought in. And I think that was the death of Leicester City, because when Son came in, it looked like now they developed the confidence. They were now starting to play like they were doing in the first half. And at that moment, it was still 3-2, and it's just one goal to draw with Tottenham Hotspur. And believe me, for Leicester City to draw with a team that is in the top form, that would have given them at least the confidence that they need to at least start playing football. Well, I believe that would have given them confidence. But guess what? They made errors, allowed Kane to set up Son, and the first goal that he scored, man. And I don't want to lie to you. For a player who had not scored for the past 5 games that they'd played, for a player who looked like confidence was really drained out of him, scoring the goal in that manner. And to be honest, I don't think he was even seeing where the keeper was standing or even seeing the 80 area, because there was a defender in front of him, but he had the power to just kick it. And the keeper was very far away from his touch line. And to tell that he didn't know that it was in the goal, he just stood still, looked elsewhere, confused, trying to at least accept that this is me getting back to my best, trying to find that confidence to believe that he can do more and he will cause so much havoc. That was amazing to watch. Then a few minutes later, Tottenham goes on the attack. Another chance again set to him by, I don't know who was it. Was it Kulusevski? Kulusevski was out. I'm trying to remember who set it for him. Went in and scored a goal, and that was now 5-2. Now that reminds us of the game that was played before. No way for Leicester to come back in the game, and it was clearly done. Then lastly but not least, the last goal, the last shot, and he had finished an easy tap in. What a pass, what a setup, and an easy tap in. Son had completed his hat trick. In fact, I have to say the second goal was more amazing than the first goal, because the energy that he had to use to put that ball that far from the angle, from the position he was standing, that was amazing. So now my question is this: what exactly is wrong with Leicester City? And why is that we still keep seeing them giving up in games, which is causing them to look so terrible and losing to these manners that we are seeing? This is a big team. They deserve more than what they're giving. Their fans deserve more. Their fans deserve more. I wanted to blame the manager most of the time, but I feel like it's not even fair to blame the manager. These players are not playing at all the football. I don't know if they don't want to play. And the worst part is this: whether they bring in a new manager, I don't see there's any man who can give them the confidence they need to at least give the game, because they are really crucifying their managers. But talking about manager, I think we can all agree that the sacking is now very soon, very close to Brendan Rodgers. We can smell it in the air, and we can tell that the sacking is probably closer than we expected. I don't know. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. If we had more time, we'll talk about how terrible some of the players were and how terrible they even costed these things. And maybe we even talk about how terrible David Sanchez was. But we don't have time, people. And in my time is saying that click the like button and subscribe to the Connect. And check here where you're going to be seeing me talking about the big game preview, which involves Real Madrid and Atletico Madrid. And if you click here, watch my big match preview of the game that I'm just telling you. Thank you very much for watching. Tottenham Hotspurs played so well, but Leicester City has to find themselves still bottom of the log. Maybe we can agree they'll be relegated. I'm out. Peace. Don't forget to subscribe.
Beats the goalkeeper. You're just lost for words. He is just brilliant. Georgie Best